Drysdale set back in 2009 in Poznan, 6:33.35. He's racing here in lane 3, and we've got some really hot competition from the rest of the field out there on the water. Norway, Croatia, New Zealand, Lithuania, Czech Republic and Cuba. Olaf Tufte is in lane 1, bronze medalist at the European Championships this year, and great to see him back in the A finals. Damir Martin of Croatia is in lane 2. He is reigning European champion, winning this year. There's Mahe Drysdale, holder of the world best time, silver medalist at the World Championships in Amsterdam last year. He's in lane 3 representing New Zealand. Mindaugas Griškonis of Lithuania is in lane 4. He missed out on a medal at the World Championships last year, but he is looking so strong and powerful at the World Championships here this week. Lane 5 representing Czech Republic is Ondrej Sinek, world champion from last year, world champion the year before, and looking to make a hat-trick of it in the 2015 World Championships this week. And then completing the field, representing Cuba, is Angel Fournier Rodriguez over in lane 6. Bronze medalist in Amsterdam last year, silver medalist in Korea in 2013. They come forward to front stops. We're underway now with the A final of the men's single sculls.
And what a start from the Lithuanian in lane 4, Mindaugas Griškonis. He is one of the fastest qualifiers for this, having won his semi-final up against, of course, the big man from New Zealand, Mahe Drysdale, definitely the hot favourite in this event.
Yeah, there's the world champion, Ondrej Sinek. Not been the greatest of seasons for the Czech from Dukla Praha. And, well, the Lithuanian, it's no surprise to see him out in front. Mahe Drysdale in the black boat. He won't be leading at 500 metres, but may well do at the 1,000 metres or certainly at the 1,500. But the Lithuanian has had his sculling style smoothed out by Postiglione. Not so much body lean at the finish or at the catch, and it's a much flatter style, and that's given the Lithuanian this sensational pace. And you can see the stern of his boat is travelling very well.
And not out of this yet is Angel Fournier Rodriguez. He was just off the back of our picture here, but he's known for a slightly slower start. He's got a real steam train of momentum that we tend to see through the middle 1,000 of each race that he's in, and it's known out on the water that he is one who will quickly get back into a race. He's having a quick peek across to his left to his closest contender, Damir Martin, as they contend at the back of the field here. But what a strong and powerful sculling position that Fournier Rodriguez holds there for Cuba.
And Martin, you had a chat to Damir Martin this morning. How was he feeling ahead of this racing?
Yeah, Damir was pretty confident actually. He said his main aim was to qualify for the Olympics, so that meant finishing 9th in the B final. He said anything else is a bonus, and he knows really, I mean, I was talking to him last year at the Amsterdam World Championships. He was there just recovering from a back injury. He said, never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined to be in the A final of the single sculls at next year's World Championships.
Moving up though, Ondrej Sinek of the Czech Republic. He's just pulled out into the lead ahead of Griškonis. As we ride here though with the Cuban, look here, so Mindaugas Griškonis has just reacted to that surge from Ondrej Sinek. They're both having a bit of a tussle for the leadership of this race. Mahe Drysdale hasn't quite gotten into contention yet, but I think we're going to see more from him in the next few hundred metres.
I can't believe Sinek has kept his form under wraps for all this season, including heats, quarters and semis. I mean, but the world champion isn't going to let go of his title easy. That's a fantastic margin that he's got over the Cuban. You can see him on the left of the screen, Angel Fournier Rodriguez, coached by Jose Figueredo. He is in the contention of being a medalist from last year, and well, he's back at the field at the moment. Mahe Drysdale in the black boat. We're waiting for the move in the third quarter from him, but next to him the stern of Lithuanian Griškonis is there. Where is Ondrej Sinek's stern? He has made a fantastic move in the second quarter, Sarah.
And when you've got men of this experience, or athletes of this experience, they know how to structure their seasons, how to structure their 4-year cycles. So we haven't seen this form from the Czech sculler, the Olympic champion, the Olympic medalist from 2012, and the world champion from last year. We haven't seen it until now. He's leading this field, but here comes Mahe Drysdale, the big Kiwi, the Olympic champion. He's going to have something to say.
Through the 1,000 metre, I wouldn't have picked Sinek to be leading at this point. He's got 3/4 of a length on Drysdale. I would pick Drysdale to come through at this third quarter, but I said that in the World Championships last year, and Sinek managed to stay out in front.
And still hanging on into this field is Olaf Tufte. What a race from him. I mean, we were all surprised by his semi-final, and he's really showing why he earned that place into this A-final. He's still in contact with the leaders of this race. He's leading Damir Martin. What a performance from him. Yeah,
Tufte's managed to avoid the illness that dogged him early in the season. He's had a few months of really great training. There's a little look at the Cuban. I just love this cool Cuban, Angel Fournier Rodriguez. He just looks across and thinks, well, what have you got? He's noticing he's coming back on Grisconis, and he's such a confident guy. It's been a great season for him, and he looks impassive, doesn't he, as he comes down the track.
Look at Mahe Drysdale, though. He's pulling out into a clear second place ahead of Grisconis. This is a bit of a surge from him as he pulls up to nearly half a length on the Lithuanian.
We saw that signature move from Drysdale in the third 500. When he goes, he goes. And we saw Sinek take a little look. He knows that the charge is going to start to come from lane 3.
Sinek is the master of disguise. Look, he's edged out to a length on Drysdale. He knows Drysdale's going to come back to him. It's a carbon copy of the World Championships last year. Maybe Sinek had the better lane in that race on the Bosband, but Drysdale is under extreme pressure, and he knows that Sinek has done something special in this race. We're looking at Fournier Rodriguez in 4th place, Grisconis in 3rd, Mahe Drysdale coming back on the Czech, coached by Milan Dolacek, the man from Dukla Prague, who's sculled an amazing race so far. It's all to play for as they come into the last quarter.
Yeah, so passing the 1500, Sinek out in front, but he is under serious pressure from Drysdale, only half a length in it now. I think Sinek thought that second 500 where he got himself the lead, he'd be able to hold on to for a bit longer, but Drysdale is moving up on him fast.
And here comes Drysdale. You can see why he's the world best time holder, why he's the Olympic champion. He's just so strong, so long. He's starting to motor through the Czech now. His wife Juliet here looking on, I'm sure, through her fingers at this point as he's starting to edge towards the lead.
Yeah, Juliet here, and of course their baby's been looked after by Mahe's parents. They too will be looking on, but that New Zealand summer racing back in the European winter done him so good against Robbie Manson and Hamish Bond, but Sinek is still out in front.
These are the 3 contending for the medals now. The Cuban Fournier Rodriguez looks like he's lost contact with them as those 3 really start to surge ahead. Damir Martin and Olaf Tufte also too much clear water to make up with 300 metres to go.
Peter, how many times have we seen this race? That's the first look. Drysdale, he looked across at Sinek and said, this is reprise, it's 2014 World Championships all over again, but I'm not going to let you in. Sinek looks across, head to head. This is a fantastic spectacle for the sport of rowing. This is what it's all about. Sinek goes again.
The Czech goes up to 37 strokes a minute. The Kiwi struggling to match it. He's at 35. If he can get another couple of points, he might be in. But here goes Sinek. He's going again.
This is going to come down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. These 2 absolutely nip and tuck, neck and neck, coming up towards the line. Bow ball for bow ball is the term we're supposed to use. But look at this. These 2, there's nothing to choose as they come up to 40 metres remaining. The Lithuanian dropping back. He's not going to take silver or gold because that is definitely going to Drysdale or Sinek. 20 metres to go.
And it's not over yet for the Czech. I think the Czech's got the move. This is a sensational result for the Czech Republic. They take the goal from the favourite, Mahe Drysdale. Sinek has kept his form under wraps the whole season, and that is an amazing result for Czech rowing. Sensational as we watch Tufte finish in 4th place. A great result for him, but hats off. It was 2014 all over again. I thought that Sinek won because he had the best lane. He proved that wasn't the case. The world champion of 2014 has taken the title again in 2015. The man from Dukla Praha held off the challenger Mahe Drysdale. He takes the silver medal again. Grisconis in 3rd place. What a sensational scull.
Incredible stuff from Andrei Sinek, their 3rd time world champion. He was world champion in Korea, world champion in Amsterdam, and for the hat-trick, he does it again here today in France, ahead of Mahe Drysdale, about a foot in it. We've got the times through. Andrei Sinek wins that in 6:54.76, just ahead of Mahe Drysdale by 34 hundredths of a second to cross the line there. So Mahe is the silver medalist, and Mindaugas Grisconis takes the bronze medal.
And you can see, if you want to know what a great sport rowing is, then really this race is the signature. Nobody would have put Andrei Sinek at the start of this race as favourite. Probably a medal, but He's had injury to cope with this season. He's not been in the best of form, but just the shots where the two scullers looked across, Mahe looked across at Andre, put his head down. There you see Andre looking across, what have you got? And it looked for a moment that Drysdale was going to come through, but the determination of the man from Prague just saw him through.
You could tell for a minute there he didn't quite know whether he'd done it. He had to look to the bank for reassurance that he had held off Mahe to the line. He did. Fist pump in the air. What utter delight from the man from the Czech Republic, Ondrej Synek, third-time world champion on the trot, 6:54.76. What a great victory.